Hello everybody, Walt here. Welcome to episode 7 of my Let's Play series for Satisfactory 1.0. In the previous episode we started producing the tier 4 items, so encased industrial beams and motors for the most part, and then we also unlocked the tiers 5 and 6 in the space elevator. So today we're going to likely work a bit more on unlocking more milestones and building up a few more production lines. But before that, there is one more thing I would like to talk about, and for that let's actually jump back into the game and have a quick look in the build menu and then into blueprints. And here you can see a big change to the previous episode. So what has happened? Well, I was actually on a business trip for the last 4 weeks and I couldn't do any recording in the meantime. But as you can see, I still had the opportunity or the option to make a couple blueprints in a separate world, which is basically a creative world, and I imported them here. So before I can actually use all of that, I should bring some order into this chaos. So let me very quickly put that into the corresponding categories and subcategories. And here we go. Took a bit, but everything is now sorted away properly into those 7 categories here. One for adventure, which is still just a bunker. Then factories for complete production lines, but also singular factory buildings with just some attached splitters and mergers. Then I have some deco elements. I have walkways for short distance transport of items, for example from a miner to a local factory or maybe a collection point. Then the highways for intermediate transport distances and the rails for large distances. And then finally Ficsmas, but I'm not going to spoil it right now. And with all of that covered, let's have a look at the available milestones. So in tier 5 I can currently unlock jetpack and oil processing. And in tier 6, the monorail train technology. Everything else needs either computers or plastic and rubber, which all require oil processing. So let's start with that one first. So for that, I am going to need a couple of these and a bit of that. And I think it's up there. Yep. Let's grab that. And then over here, I think in this one here. Yep. Those. And while I'm here, I might as well have a quick look at my little friends over here. And that is very, very nice to see. Yeah. Those two are not really overly useful. That might become handy. Okay, why not? And, oh, that's also quite useful. Okay, let's just put that in storage for now. And then, let's turn off the light again. Let's unlock all of them. And we have oil.
Milestone reached. Crude oil can now be extracted and refined to produce various industrially beneficial parts. The byproducts of these processes will require careful management, but a capable pioneer such as yourself surely understands that. To improve efficiency, pipelines can now be optimized with valves to limit and balance their throughput. These were initially left out because FICSIT did not want to overwhelm pioneers with complex pipeline management, but they have since been re-added after my impassioned defense of your capabilities.
Thanks, Ada, for that. Anyway, as you might have noticed, I am now going for the industrial manufacturing, which actually needs plastic. Now, I'm not going to build a factory for that right now. Instead, I'm just going to buy myself some of the plastic I'm going to need for that. And oh, this is also a decent number of coupons already in there, so let's also grab these. And then I am going to buy myself, for one, as I already said, the plastic, which should be down here. So that's the plastic done. Then I have a few other things I would like to buy, mainly for my various blueprints, in case I need to adjust them in some way. I need those, I need those, I need those, I need those, I need that one and this one and this one. Don't need that one right now, and I need those two. So that is that part done. Then I need those, and those. Let's buy everything. So that's all of the walls. Then we have foundations. I need at least this one here and this one, and these here. Just going to very quickly buy all of the required parts. I'm also going to need a lot of these here. I just remembered. Maybe not the hypertubes, though. Then definitely the signs. And one of the lights. And the rest can also wait for now. Because I'm already pretty low on those coupons.
If you sense your productivity slipping when it gets dark, don't worry, this is perfectly natural. Fortunately, FICSIT lights allow you to never experience wasteful darkness ever again.
And what can I still buy for the last few? I'm going to... Oh, pretty dark actually right now. I'm just going to store them again, I think. And yeah, now we are going to have to wait a little bit, so I might as well start a bit on the holidays. So, what do I need to do? I think I need to get to the calendar. So let's do that. Oh, we get a message. Nice.
Welcome to
Oh.
Ficsmas, an official FICSIT seasonal event, brought to you by official FICSIT Fun engineers. Ficsmas is based on a seasonal holiday popular in several cultures and religions, often seen as a winter holiday because no one actually cares about Australasia. The event is vetted to be 100% pioneer-appropriate fun and is not obligatory. Ficsmas enables many new distracting activities focused on building the giant Ficsmas tree. These activities involve the MAM, the Ficsmas calendar, and those abominations falling from the sky. There is more, but I don't care. In the interest of us all, I will tell you that Ficsmas has caused stress, lack of focus, general despair, and physical injury to many pioneers. It is the worst scoring event ever created by FICSIT, and has gotten backlash for its blatant cultural inappropriateness. So when you inevitably change your mind and decide to disable this event, you will have chosen humanity and kittens and puppies, you will have chosen truth and empathy, you will have made me proud.
It's not entirely wrong what she said, but there are some... yeah. Anyway, let's get started. So, oh, is this the one? Nice.
This data cartridge contains the Ficsmas MAM tree setup and will need to be fed into the MAM database to unlock its first 2 branches. If this seems convoluted and/or boring, and you wish to quit the event, I will understand.
Oh, coupons. Oh, that's nice.
Santa isn't real.
And that in a game? Okay. 3.
There is no escaping the Ficsmas spirit with this red ornament build gun trinket. It can be equipped at the lockers in the hub.
So that's then the 4.
This data cartridge enables the second pair of Ficsmas MAM tree branches to be unlocked. FICSIT thought it was being very clever with the layout of this research tree. About as clever as you.
Well, I am going to take that as a compliment. Then the 6. That's some kind of skin, okay.
Obviously, these Ficsmas decorations do not increase efficiency. In fact, they are a downgrade on every level. They can be found in the customizer.
Ah, there's the 2.
It's the least wonderful time of the year.
Oh my goodness. And then I'm missing the 1, 2, 5. I'm going to cheat a little bit. So where is the number? Ah, down there.
Does that one come with a receipt?
Rocket fuel. Nice. I might actually make use of that pretty soon. And I think that's all I can go for right now. I'm recording still a few days ahead of time, even if the buffer has shrunken quite a bit due to the 4-week pause. Anyway, let's for now just store it in there. And I have more coupons, so I think I'm going to make use of those. Going to need that one. And then let's go off on these here. Then let's see. I am going to need this here pretty soon too, but for now I think I'm also going to store these here. So. Okay, everything is stored away again. I still have about 3 minutes until I can continue, so let's start with the Ficsmas trees and stuff.
The purpose of Ficsmas is to build and decorate a giant Ficsmas tree with style. The Ficsmas category has been added to your build menu. Gifts are the basic resource from which many other festive parts are made. Like Ficsmas branches, which can be crafted in the constructor. In an effort to make this event meet the bare minimum efficiency quotas, I have disabled the ability to craft these resources by hand. Trust me, that glitter got everywhere. You're welcome.
Okay, let's grab those gifts.
Congratulations, you have found your first Ficsmas gift package, which is, naturally, full of gifts, the basic part necessary for most Ficsmas seasonal event activities. Don't forget to check the calendar or the MAM to see what you can do with these gifts. Or do forget, I don't care.
Okay. Interesting.
This is ridiculous.
So, anyway, let's get started with crafting. If I remember correctly, it was 50 of those trees, so with this buffing here, I just need 25. Just need to wait until those are produced. Okay, so anyway, anything else I should worry about before I continue on? Not really. It's basically just waiting until all of this here has been built. Although in the intermediate time, I'm still waiting, going to wait for that a little bit longer. Yeah, what can I... you know what? I'm going to start collecting a few more of those Ficsmas gifts that have fallen all around the map. For example, up here, and then here.
Yes, well done.
Okay, now it's getting a bit tedious if she's talking every time I collect some. No, next milestone. We have all of these, and that's the manufacturer unlocked. Very, very nice.
Milestone reached. Manufacturers can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly the 2 new project parts. The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential for the development of Phase 3 of project assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
Thanks, Ada. And now, I should have enough for the unlock of this one here. And then I need 30 of those candy canes.
Candy canes are used to create several items. In this case, when combined with the Xeno Zapper, you will gain a piece of equipment perfect for use against anyone on my naughty list. Like whoever hard-coded and black-boxed this event.
I take it Ada is not a fan of Ficsmas. So, those can I run in the meantime. And now it's time to do a little bit of save scumming, because I have 5 hard drives waiting in here, and each of those can be rescanned, and I'm waiting, or I want 5 specific alternate recipes right now. So, yeah, let me quickly save and load until I have all of the recipes I'm actually looking for. Okay, that took way longer than expected, but I now have finally all of the 5 recipes I'm looking for. The one I'm going to use right now is the heavy encased frame for the modular frames. But at latest in the next episode I'm going to use those 4 here to produce fuel, rubber and plastic out of heavy oil residue. So let me just quickly grab all of these recipes here. And now with that covered, it's time to, well, first of all, let's have a look at the Ficsmas materials. Yeah, that has been produced. So let's unlock the next part over here. Then I will need 30 bows.
Ficsmas bows can be crafted from gifts in the constructor and can be combined with candy canes to make the candy cane decoration. Unfortunately for us both, this is only the first of several decorations, and you have been encouraged to spend your time and effort on these precision-engineered fleeting moments of joy.
Okay, so this can produce in the meantime. I am going to, let me quickly think. Yeah, let's build the manufacturer up there. Do I have the materials? Yeah, I have everything I need. So let's get that placed in. So it was somewhere over at the very end here. I left a space empty right here. That was good. So let's jump up there. And now, if I've built this correctly, I should be able to fit that in pretty nicely. So let's see. Wait, come, let me in. So that we don't have to move a little bit further over. Yeah, that looks good. And we have our next little achievement for the first manufacturer. So then, this one here will need the frames. So let's see, frames. Then I will need, let me see, from over here those two. I will concrete, steel pipes, modular frames. So the steel pipes I can grab from over here. That looks good. And those two I can also grab very easily. Just need to make sure this is roughly at the correct height. Can I get up there somewhere? Yeah, let's go over here. So, first one will have to go up to this side, I think. Let's check. That looks good. And then we have the next one to higher, which goes up there. Now let's just make sure that, yeah, they are all below 60, so I can go with the Mark 1. That looks good. Then I need still some power, which I can grab from over here. And then the last part missing is the output belt, which I can just connect here. And now I'm producing heavy modular frames. Of course, I still need to add a storage container for it somewhere. Which is going to be a little tricky, actually, since I've more or less used up all of the space. Not sure where I'm going to actually build this. Don't have any space down here. Let's actually check what my doggos have brought in the meantime. And some plastic again. Yeah, why not? Oh, nice. All of that might become useful at some point in the future. So, let's see. This one here, this one here, this one here. Okay. So, but I was thinking about where I'm going to build my storage for that. So we have to go down there, I think. Yeah, I'm going to move this a little bit over and then make the corresponding connections here for the materials for the heavy modular frames, and I'm also going to already put in the storage for the sand fluctuators. Well, turns out if I just snap the smart splitter to the bottom of the existing elevator lift, it perfectly aligns with the storage system, so I didn't even have to change much over here. Although now I have a little bit of clipping going on here, which is somewhat annoying, but not much of an issue. Anyway, as you can see, I also used the time to already add a couple of signs here, so finding stuff should be way easier now than it was before. And we should be able to unlock the next milestone, so let's work on that. We can also work on that. So let's start with the Ficsmas part first. So we have the first upgrade there.
The red and blue Ficsmas ornaments are produced from gifts, unsurprisingly, but this time in the smelter. Now I hope you listen to that, because I will not repeat it no matter how confusing this all is. Blame the original FICSIT Fun engineers. Most of them ended up in jail for various reasons. But do not worry, the event has since been vetted by the second generation of FICSIT Fun engineers, who were only sued.
Yeah, funny story actually. The first time Ficsmas came around, it took me about a week until I noticed that the smelters actually played a role. Yeah, I was more or less stuck for a week because I didn't look into the production of, or the production menu of the smelters. Yeah. But anyway, let's unlock the jetpack.
Milestone reached. FICSIT has granted you the power of flight, provided you have a jetpack and the appropriate fuels. The jetpack refuels automatically while you are standing on a surface, and different fuel types will affect the jetpack's functionality. With this increased versatility, you will no doubt achieve efficiency levels previously unheard of.
So 50 of that and 50 of that, which means 75. Come on. So. Okay, this is now going to run, and I think next on the agenda are the SAM Fluctuators, and also some more gifts if I can find them.
A baby could have found this.
Maybe. Anyway, any more gifts? No? Oh, that's a bit sad. Oh well. Anyway, next on the agenda is, as I said, the SAM Fluctuators. And for that I will actually need two more things first. And those are copper wire and a reanimated SAM. So I will have to first build a smelter and construct a setup in this kind of area to produce the required amounts of those. And there we go. We should now get about 30 of those reanimated SAM and 25 of the copper wire, which currently is not going anywhere, since I still need to put down the manufacturer in, well, this kind of general area here. Now for that, first I'll need to align this properly on the side here. That looks good. Then I should also give it a little space here to the side, so the materials can be moved in. Maybe not that much space. Yeah, that looks good. So then let's connect the various parts. First I'll actually, let's go to the side here. That is the steel pipes done for the SAM Fluctuators. Then wait, that needs to be set to 50% by the way, not 580. So then next up I need a lift here. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I now cut the belts and connect them like so. Yeah, that looks halfway decent. Okay, that looks good. And this one here is also a little bit of extra power free. Although that looks pretty stupid. That looks pretty stupid. Yeah, that looks stupid. Let me think. Yeah, I'm going to change that up a little bit. So, let's see. First, I'm going to move that over here. Let's see, is this in a line? Yeah, that looks good. And then let's connect to over here and remove that. And then I can also power from here. Okay, that looks better. Now for the output, I need to make a little modification here. So this one here needs to go over there. That looks good. Then connection there, and then a tier 2 connection over there. Yep, that should be Oh, and we have our first fluctuators coming. Very, very nice. Now, I could potentially put a Sommers loop in there, but yeah, I don't really have that many, so no, this will have to wait. Okay, Sommers loop are being, oh, not Sommers loop, SAM fluctuators are now also being produced, which is very, very nice. Don't need that one. Now, let's quickly get back to the base, and while I'm there, I might as well grab some more Ficsmas gifts. Next up, let's quickly check if all of this here is done. Okay, the candy canes are all produced, as well as the bows, so I can unlock the next milestone over here with a friend. Come on. Come on. So, no. And then I need the 50-50-50 there.
You can now make actual snow from gifts. And by actual snow, I mean it is constructed from chemical elements. With this actual snow, you can now make Ficsmas snowmen, which are proven to improve pioneer socialization and combat loneliness. Having too many snowmen, however, has proven to be detrimental to a pioneer's health.
So it's basically the pioneer's cat to a cat lady, huh? Anyway, as you can see, I already put down a smelter, which is also boosted, so I'm not wasting the Ficsmas gifts, since they are kind of annoying to get right now. Anyway, those are being produced. I now might as well work on the next milestone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you guessed it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is all I need for the monorail train technology.
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast quantities of parts. Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo mother...
Okay. Anyway, I don't need this one here and this one here and this one right now. This one here is going to get trashed. They are quite useful if you want to get rid of a great area, but don't need them right now. And 9 printables, oh, this is a good number. Oh, and I should potentially put these here in the proper storage. Over here. Yeah, that looks good so far. Now, let's check. Those have been produced. This one here is still running, so we are going to have to wait a little bit longer. And I think at this point, I'm just going to... Oh, actually, I have one more thing I would like to do, and that is produce some crystal oscillators. And I think I am already producing everything I will need for those in this kind of area here. So I might as well grab a manufacturer and place it somewhere where it's not necessarily floating, because I don't like it when it's floating like so, which is very, very annoying actually. Oh, come on. Okay, that looks good. Of course I need to move it in the correct position, out of the way, and then as far as it will go, which is not that far, but that is enough, I would say. Anyway, the crystal oscillators need quartz crystal, cable, and reinforced iron plates. And all of that is more or less in this area here. So the crystals I can grab from there. The cable I can grab from there and just move them in here. Like so, and then over here, if I remember correctly, I should have, yeah, the ones over there. So just going to put a splitter there. Reconnect, come on, reconnect there. And then a bit of clipping there and a bit of clipping here, but that looks at least halfway decent. Okay, now where am I going to put all of that? I should still have a little bit of space over here, so I'm just going to put that in there. And the sign for the oscillator. And then at its back, I'm going to add a... yeah, that looks good. Lift. Then I'm going to need to go all the way to over here. Add another lift over there, and I need to, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, then I am going to need likely 2 extensions. It's a bit far, I suspect. So let's see, that should be the correct spot for that. Ah, come on. I want to use the ladder there. Just want to make sure this is in line. Yeah, that looks good. Up and up. Yeah, that's the correct height. And then I will need another one somewhere in this vicinity here. And that's the output done. Now I just need more power. Can get that from over there. And everything is running, and I think 50% should be enough. I'm not producing as many cables as I would need. I think the cable production over here, if I remember correctly, is at 50% anyway, so this one here would use up pretty much all of the cable. And since I'm moving half into storage, that would be not running full tilt anyway. So now these are being produced. Now we can have a quick look back at the smelter. That should be done in the meantime. Yeah, that's looking good. Then I have the gift, and it is 1, 2, 4. So I need 50. So I need basically 13. You know what? Let's go with 25. I'm going to need them later on anyway. So now I think at this point I'm just going to wait a bit until all of this is crafted up, and I'm also going to collect a few more gifts, since, as I said, I'm going to need a lot of them before I can start really automating stuff. And that is definitely sufficient, so let's unlock the Ficsmas gift tree, which is surprisingly
You can now
expensive.
finally automate gift production with the Ficsmas gift tree and focus your attention back on tasks of actual importance, like not questioning where the gifts are coming from, and improving your infrastructure.
So just going to craft a bit more of these up, but in the intermediate time I can start unlocking the dimension depot now that I have actually some fluctuators coming in again. And then I might as well go with the manual
Dimensional
depot.
depot unlocked. SAM can be utilized to deconstruct matter down to its chemical elements in one dimension, and the Mercer sphere allows it to be transferred and stored in another. Once parts are fed into the dimensional depot, they can be accessed by the Pioneer inventory and build gun system at any time, anywhere.
We see through the window. It is pathetic. Consume more blood. The glass will not shatter, the metal will not bend, the wood will not splinter. Weave.
Manual depot uploader unlocked. Storage dimension and pocket dimension now connected both ways and stable. Parts can now be uploaded to the storage dimension directly from the inventory. Note: the storage dimension now understands the boundaries of the pocket dimension and recognizes the distinction between matter belonging to the Pioneer's inventory and matter belonging to the Pioneer.
The window within the window within the shallows within the deep, curling around itself separately, echoes strangely.
I'm sure strange is the correct term for what this must feel like to you.
At least Ada knows what they are talking about. Okay. So, now, these are still producing a few more things, and I think it's time to work on the dimensional depot. Now, I don't have that many materials right now, especially the same fluctuators won't be enough for what I will need, so I'm going to make use of it for the basic stuff first. And I'm already out of these here. So, this here. Then one there. Don't need the screws. Don't really need those right now. Those would be nice. Let's see, anything over here which I definitely need. Yeah. Diamond of wire. Yeah, that is the reason why the dimensional depots are such an important thing to worry about. And which one here is the most important one? Basically all of them, but don't have enough fluctuators. Although, yeah, come on, got a few more there. So one more there, and I can build exactly one more here for now. So then I'm just going to connect them very simple with these here, and I don't need the screws. So then we have our manual upload, so I'm just going to drop that in there. Maybe even that and that, so it's out of my way. And anything else? Not really. Although I could, in theory, store a full stack here in reserve for bleak days. That might be a good idea. Anyway, this all looks like it's done. So I should now be able to place at least 2 of these. Of course, I'm going to need more, but that is going to be a decent start. And yeah, I think I'm just going to expand my foundations a bit more into this direction and then put down 4 or 5 of those trees and a couple of the constructors and smelters, so I produce all of the basic items I currently can. And voila! So I now have my mini Ficsmas storage over here, all very temporary. I'm going to build a dedicated Ficsmas setup, likely somewhere over there. But for now, I'm going to produce all of the materials I can in this area here. As you can see, it's working like a charm, and all of the various materials are already coming through. Although it still needs a little bit of waiting time until all of the internal storages here have been filled up properly, but once that is done, you should be seeing a constant stream of materials coming in. Now, in the meantime, we got a few more SAM fluctuators provided, so I can actually build a few more of those uploaders. Which is very nice indeed. As that means that I can basically automate all of these here. And what can't I... Ah, I'm out of wire. And I should really think about upgrading the upload speed a bit more. That is likely the next thing to do, but I'm fresh out of Mercer, so I will definitely have to go on a little bit of an exploration trip soon. But for now, that looks very, very good. And wait, I still have some gifts in my inventory. That is not really needed right now. So let's put that in storage. And yeah, with that, I think we've reached a good point to stop with this episode here. I have now the dimensional storage added to basically all of my automated produced items. I have a basic setup for the Ficsmas production going on, and I also have my blueprints finally sorted and ready to go. And next time we are likely going to work a bit more on some more milestones, and potentially I think I'm actually going to start working on the setup for the Ficsmas event, and I'm also potentially going to start producing some plastic and rubber. And with that, we've reached the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and comment if you did, so it does truly help with the algorithm. Independent of that, I wish you a nice day, and well, see ya!